Hello, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to take a look at the August 2024 Community Day with a popplio. This Pokemon is honestly going to be one that you really don't want to miss for PvP. Just in general, also a cool starter Pokemon. But yeah, we're going to have here also a new special move coming in as well, which you want to talk about here as well a little bit. But let's take a look at the Community Day itself, going to be at the end of August, 31st of August. I actually have never seen it so far, that a Community Day was like literally on the last day of that month. So quite a long time from this Community Day to the next Community Day till August 31st. From 2 p.m. till 5 p.m. our local time, popplio will appear frequently in the wild, and you of course have the 1 in 20 chance to encounter the shiny Pokemon. The shiny Pokemon you saw already on the thumbnail anyway, so yeah, looks like a really cool Pokemon. Otherwise, you're gonna of course get the move Hydro Cannon, which is the strongest water type move in the game, from evolving that Bryon to the Primarina. And this is going to change quite a lot of things. Why? Because currently Primarina has two fast moves. They are both very much on the damage side and don't really generate too much energy. And so it's always kind of good for a Pokemon that has those kind of moves to have very cheap charge moves. For example, now the Wigglytuff got access to the move Swift, which is also a Charmer, and kinda takes advantage of this because it's a very cheap move. Here, Hydro Cannon is 25 more damage, while the same amount of energy compared to Swift, which is ridiculous. And so this is going to make Primarina a very good Pokemon for sure in the Go Battle League. And if this Pokemon ever gets a new fast move attack update, it's going to be even crazier if it gets like something that generates energy quite fast. We're gonna take a look at PvP side as well, but we're gonna move on real quick to the next one, which is going to be the new Charge Attack Sparkling Area, which is going to be a most likely completely not interesting one for PvP. I would imagine it would be like 45 or 50 energy or something like this. You have already like Hydro Cannon. Like Hydro Cannon, same amount of damage there. The only thing that I could see with Sparkling Area is just that this is going to be something PvE related. Maybe it's going to be better there. For PvP, most likely not going to have any impact unless it's going to get a secondary effect, which it currently apparently doesn't have, because usually it would say it. And so, yeah, power level the same as Hydro Cannon, very likely more energy, and so very likely not interesting. Anyway, we're going to have, of course, the Community Day special research story for $1 coming up. We are going to have 3x XP for this Community Day as like the bonus. I was hoping for a little bit of starters, but it is what it is. We're going to have 2x Catches Candy and of course all the stuff that we usually have for every Community Day. We're also going to have the bonus raids afterwards, which you're definitely going to need at least 2 people to take down the Bryon. Bryon is actually quite bulky. Field research, Pokemon showcases, all the stuff that you already know. The Pokemon web store has some Ultra Community Day boxes. There are 2 event bundles that are always going to be available for every Community Day. Basically everything that we all know already from every Community Day. But still, let's take a look here real quick at Primarina. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to take a look at the Matrix mode. What we have here for all leagues, because Primarina actually going to be interesting for every single league in PvP. We're going to have here Charm first and then Waterfall comparison, because I actually feel like a Waterfall might be also quite interesting, especially in certain metas. But let's start off with the Great League here. We're going to take a look at this one against the Great League meta. What we see here already is that we're gonna win now against the Azumarill. For whatever reason, I guess just because you're going to outspeed it. Here we have the one-shot scenario. Here also, compared to the Waterfall variant, you're going to be able to win against Bastion now, because you get faster to that Hydro Cannon doing super effective damage, which is kinda cool. Otherwise here, there's a change of Dragonair going to go down now, because you're gonna be faster to the moves, I guess, because you need only 5 Waterfalls to get to that Hydro Cannon, which is kinda cool. Otherwise, not a lot of changes actually. It doesn't really impact it too much. And here we're going to see some more for the Waterfall variant, where it changes stuff with the Poliwrath and Quagsire matchup, just because you outspeed them now, I guess. But I'm not too surprised about that. There are not going to be too many changes here. Again, a few of them, where Skarmory is going to be a little bit of an easier matchup now that you can win, as well as the Sandslash. But as you can see, the difference here is 1 win, and for the other one, it's actually 8 wins. So like I said before, like it's more impactful for the Waterfall variant. Charm is mostly still the better one that you want to go for. But it is kind of the thing with new move additions to Pokemon that don't generate a lot of energy. it doesn't impact it just too much. That's just like, usually the fast move damage is the most important thing for Primarina. You can take a look at the 2-shield scenario as well. You're going to see here it's actually exactly the same, if not even worse, for the Hydro Cannon variant here, just by a slightly bit, because I guess like Hydro Pumps time we got like a little bit of damage in. For the Waterfall variant, it's a little bit better as well. The only thing where it really changes, most likely is going to be the 0-shield scenario, and here we see it already. 0-shield scenario is going to be so much better now for Primarina. And we see it both for the Waterfall as well as for the Charm variant. From 10 wins to 19 wins is ridiculous. You see here already all the changes as well, compared to the win against Feraligatr in both forms, against Gligar, against Quagsire. So many more wins, which is really cool for this Pokemon. And so basically, while it maybe doesn't really gain too much in like 1 or 2-shield scenario, what Hydro Cannon on Primarina really does is make it a monster in the 0-shield scenario. And here we will see again here the 0 to 1-shield scenario and how it changes. Actually, Waterfall on the right side looks more promising than Charm, which is kind of interesting for the current meta. But we can also change that to the 0-shield scenario, and you're going to see more the impact of the update of Hydro Cannon and why maybe it doesn't show it too perfectly in before. But here you see already for the Charm variant how many more wins you're going to get. For the Waterfall variant, how many more wins you're going to get. So like this is going to be quite an impactful change. Here for the Ultra League, we're going to see kind of similar things as well. Not too many changes here before. Like there's going to be, okay, actually there's no changes at all, so what, there's like little sensors there once. Here's the Swampert where you can win against, but like nothing crazy. But if you're going to take a look then again in the 0-shield scenario, there most likely going to be some more changes. Oh, we're going to go from 21 wins to 29 wins, which is ridiculous again, beating like most of the meta, like 75% of the meta in the 0-shield scenario is kind of ridiculous. So like this Pokemon is going to be top tier meta for all leagues most likely. If we're going to take a look here again at the Ultra League as well, you're going to see how much you can actually win as well already even. And now with that update you have some more nice encounters. And if we're going to take a look again at the 0-shield scenario, you're basically going to force shields from the opponent. Like, what is this? Like, you basically win against anything in the 0-shield scenario with Primarina just because you have so much fast move pressure, and then like Hydro Cannon coming in as well. So it's going to give you basically guaranteed shields. For the Master League, it's going to be actually an interesting Pokemon as well. It's actually been quite decent recently as well already. You can see here that Waterfall has actually so much play, getting 23 wins, which is quite good for the Master League as well, especially as like a starter Pokemon. You actually get to quite a decent CP range as well, so that's kind of cool. But if you're going to take a look again here at the 0-shield scenario, let's see if there's going to be any changes. I doubt it's going to be too impactful here exactly, mainly because most Pokemon in the Master League are part Dragon type, and so like it doesn't really matter too much. You rather go for that Fairy type move anyway. But still, like this Pokemon going to be very good in any kind of league. Hopefully this video helped you. I'm very excited for it. I actually can see if my best friend here for all the graphics did that graphic already. Yeah, look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Here you see also everything on one screen real quick, which hopefully helps you out as well. Of course, please also in every video check out Galax in the video description. Best graphics for Pokemon Go PvP. You see also the shiny variant here again for this Pokemon. Which is, yeah, very cool, shiny for sure. Definitely a cool one here. I really enjoy that we have this community today now. I'm excited for it. I'm a bit scared for it. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's going to be a very good, very strong Pokemon for PvP. So prepare yourself for that community day. There are a lot of Mega Evolve Pokemon that you can Mega Evolve for that one. Use Spatial Rent as well to get all of them. Good for any league. Get a Hundo, get a Ultra League one, get a Great League one. You will need it. Sparkling Area, you very likely can just ignore. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed. See you then. Bye-bye.